Hey, welcome everybody. We'll get started in a bit. Do you want to tell me where you guys are from? I'm from Chester Springs. Get started in a bit. Nice. The weather must be good in Texas and Florida. We have storm and everything. At the moment, I'm in Mumbai, but I'm going back to Pennsylvania end of this week. And my family was complaining about the weather back there. Sorry, I'm just losing my voice. Yeah, it's like a storm in the East Coast, so the schools were closed. So you're way lucky to be in Florida and Texas. Okay. So without further ado, I just want to welcome you to the BSMD webinar, where I tell you what the process is, what are the different options, and how to build that profile. So the secret to BSMD is building the profile and planning it right from grade 8 or grade 9. Like the earlier you start planning and engaging in the activities, the better it is. Okay, so there are different components that I'm going to share with in this webinar, and you're going to leave with a lot of tools and knowledge to build that. It's all about making the candidate as attractive as possible. How do you do that? By selecting extracurricular activities that align with a medical profession. And also colleges are asking, like, does this profile have potential? And you need to answer that with the different impact, measurable outcomes in a student. And that's what I'm going to focus on and share with you. We've been doing this for about 5 years, and we've seen all kinds of students and all different kinds of acceptances. And we've built a profile that really has helped our students, and I'm going to share that with you. Okay, so any questions, please put them in the chat. There's nothing like a silly question. And also, you can share your phone number if you want to call back from us, and our experts will call you. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to get started. This recording is getting live streamed on our YouTube channel. So you will be able to see that. You don't need to like make notes or anything. You can just go back to our YouTube channel and check it out. Okay, so let me get started. Okay, so I'm not only going to talk about the BSMD, I'm going to talk about the BSDO process as well. Okay, a bit about me. I'm an immigrant. I studied in India. I was frustrated with the whole college planning process when my older son was applying to colleges, which was 6 years back. Now he's graduated from Georgia Tech with I mean, in 3.5 years with a master's. And everything has been like, there's no clear-cut formula in college applications. Everything is like trial and error and everything. And we've been doing that for 5 years. Now we have like perfected our method. Okay. And these are my qualifications. I'm a Tony Robbins certified life coach. I'm a positive psychology coach. I'm an executive functioning skills coach, which is the prefrontal cortex of the brain. That is where all the planning, prioritization, focus, and everything is here. And we put so much pressure on our teens to use that part of the brain, which is still developing, right? And so part of our counseling is also teaching them how to develop and enhance those skills. Even before teaching them, it's identification of what are their strengths and weaknesses. And that's how we go about it. It's a very holistic program that we offer. Okay. I'm also a meditation instructor and a pranic healer. I did my college counseling from UC Berkeley. My whole team is from college, UC Berkeley. My head of counseling did her career counseling from UC Berkeley. So we apply their methodology and find it very impactful. Okay, and this is my family. My husband graduated from Harvard Extension School. My younger son graduated from Georgia Tech in 3.5 years, which was last year. And he's working in Moderna. And the younger one is a rising senior. He's getting his acceptances, and soon he'll be making a decision. He's a political science student. He wasn't interested in STEM. And I live in Pennsylvania. I have over 20 years of corporate experience. I just quit all that to start counseling and helping students build an exceptional profile that no college can refuse, right? There's so much scholarships out there that students can win, and that's all dependent on how the student is packaged or how their profile is. And this is the number one thing that parents are not aware of, right? I mean, you have a full-time job, you're not in the college process, and we see that time and again with our acceptances and our students' performance, how important a role like planning and doing activities that are rare in building that, in getting those acceptances. Okay. And who is this program for? You're in the right place if you want to skyrocket your child's success. You want to create an unbeatable profile. You're in the right place because we offer research programs, passion project, advanced study techniques, and everything. And you want to outplay the competition. You are in the right place, and you want to fuel your child's learning from experts. We have that. Okay. And this is what you're going to learn today. What are the different medical paths? What's the difference between BSMD and DO? The key ingredients, like what is it that takes? I'm going to like crystallize it and share it with you, our results and our edge for cracking the BSMD. Okay. Our programs are not for you if you're searching for shortcuts. You are hardworking, but you feel like your child doesn't need to put that kind of hard work, and you feel like minimal effort is going to give you overnight success. It's not for you. And you feel like grades and test scores alone will help you land in the BSMD. That's not right either. And you're seeking a deal and not a quality or value, then this is not for you. Like getting into BSMD is like scaling the Mount Everest, right? You've got to prepare and plan for it. And you need a Sherpa. Okay, Sherpa is this person who's going to take you, he's going to carry your stuff, your oxygen mask, and show you the way to get on top of the pinnacle. And that's what we are. We are the Sherpa, and your child's trying to scale the Mount Everest. That's how we see it. Okay, so we do have a wonderful gift for you for staying till the end, which is our scholarship course, which has all the details about the different scholarship opportunities. And I want to share our success. My students have gotten into Stanford, UPenn, Cornell, Harvard Pre-Med, Carnegie Mellon, UC, SMISH. I just can't put all the logos in here, but we've had tremendous success over the past couple of years. Okay. And specifically our BSMD success, our students have gotten into a lot of BSMD programs, starting with St. Louis University, Texas NMed, Augusta, St. Bonaventure, Hofstra. I mean, Vanderbilt was undergrad, UC Merced, NYU, University of South Alabama, full tuition. Multiple students have gotten it, NSU, which is Nova Southeastern, Stony Brook, pretty much a lot of BSMD programs. Okay, so I'm going to share the formula with you, and just hang tight. Any questions, put it in the chat and we'll address them. Okay. I'm just going to go over the medical programs that are there. One is the traditional path. There's nothing wrong with that. That is our backup plan. And it is a good plan to have, which is the traditional route where you need to have your MCAT, your overall GPA in sciences like organic chemistry, biology. You need to have shadowing experience, clinical experience, research, volunteering, and letters of recommendation. If you're multitasking, come back, take a snapshot of this because this is super important. Now, guess what? It's going to come back, and it's very similar to the BSMD, except for the MCAT score. You replace the MCAT score with your SAT, ACT score, and you've got a formula for BSMD. Got it? But all these things need to be done in high school, right? But in the traditional route, you have 4 years to accumulate that. So that's the main difference. And in between the traditional and the BSMD is the early assurance program, where students get 2 extra years to test waters and then apply for the BSMD program in the sophomore year. Okay, so that's a very, very good alternative as well. Case Western is like that. There are a lot of colleges like that. And I like this approach where students get some time to figure out, because at 17, they're not ready to make that commitment, or they don't have enough information, right? So that's why I like this program where after 2 years, students get to like apply for the BSMD program after making like a decision based on their experience. Okay. Next is the combined medical program. That's why you're here, which is you get acceptance into the 8-year or 7-year program, right? So there's not another application process for applying to the MD, but keeping in mind that it's usually a conditional acceptance. A conditional acceptance is where they ask you to maintain your GPA. The students are asked to maintain a certain GPA and also give an MCAT score. Okay, there are very, very few colleges that don't need MCAT. Those are almost impossible to get in. Okay, so that is the BSMD program, and it's also called an accelerated medical program, direct MD program, all of that, and it's slowly kind of going away because colleges want to stick to the traditional route. So if your child is looking to do the medicine, this is a very, very good option, and it's not going to be around in another 5 to 10 years because we see slowly these programs getting canceled. Okay. And how hard is it to get in? Very, very hard. Lower than the Stanford acceptance, which is like 1 to 5%, because it takes a lot of effort from an institution to offer this program. They have to have staff, they have to have equipment, they need to have an operation theater, the whole setup, and it's extremely expensive and extremely difficult for them to maintain this. And that's why they're very, very particular about who they select so that the drop-off rate is way low. It's a hard program, right? It's very rigorous, and colleges want to make sure that the candidate is ready for that, and that's why the process is like this. And if you're applying to a college like Hofstra, they're very clear. They say that they accept students who are in the top 5% of the class rank. Okay, and that's how it is. So very, very hard to get it, but it's still possible to plan, and having a strategic surgical like a plan really, really helps you. And that's what we've helped our students, right? From 9th grade to college applications, we've had all kinds of students coming to us, and we've provided them tremendous blueprint to get into there. Okay. Another excellent option is BSDO, which is Doctor of Osteopathy. So the 60% of DO physicians, they practice in primary care, which is the family medicine, internal medicine, OBGYN, and pediatrics. Okay, so this is a very, very popular field. Ask your own personal care physician. My physician, Dr. Kalman, is a DO, and he's an amazing doctor. Okay, so this is DO. Also, a lot of DO doctors go into sports medicine, which is like very, very popular. I've had so many students of mine say, "Oh, Joe, I want to go and treat basketball players and make millions," right? So it's a very, very up and coming field, a very good area to pursue. So the only difference between MD and DO is MD is allopathy or modern medicine. DO is osteopathic manual medicine, is what they call, or a manipulative treatment. That's the main difference. Okay, so now who wants to learn what it takes to make a great profile? I'm just going to share the main components. And I'm going to share some examples as well, examples as in resume of my students, and you'll get a good insight into it. Okay, so if you're multitasking, please come back because these are the 6 criteria needed to get into the PSMD. Okay, number 1 is academics. Number 2 is test score. Number 3 is research. Number 4 is volunteering. Number 5 is clinical exposure or medical shadowing. Number 6 is the wow factor of the extracurricular activities. If you're thinking just about HOSA as a club, because this is the main thing that I hear, oh, my child is in HOSA. HOSA is not a top tier activity. It's not considered wow. Of course, if you get a leadership opportunity, it's like 3rd or 4th. And if you're just a member of HOSA, it's 5th. And also a lot of parents think that they can just go to India and shadow. But please don't do all those shortcuts or anything, because where is this program? This program is in the United States. So they expect students to like shadow a doctor in United States so that they know how things work here. The medical care and everything in other countries is entirely different. Okay, so please make sure that you have medical shadowing under a doctor in the United States, and you're able to get the number of hours in their letterhead to substantiate what they've done. And this is a very, very important factor in the BSMD program, because they want students to have gone and experienced being in a facility where they offer medical care, right? They want to see a student having demonstrated that interest. Okay, so academics, we know excellent GPA, AP, and IB courses are needed. This is my golden rectangle formula that I do, is you need the following APs to be there. Anything else is a bonus. AP Biology, AP Chemistry, AP Calculus AB, then Physics, AP Physics 1. Okay. And the scores that are needed are 1530 plus and 34 plus for ACT. Extracurricular activity is an umbrella of the activities which has volunteering, shadowing, and research. Okay, this makes up for the wow factor of the extracurricular activity. They are looking for these 3. You cannot skip them and say, oh, I have a lot of hours in volunteering, but 0 in shadowing, or shadowing, I have very good hours, I don't have volunteering, or research. Okay, research is extremely important because they want to see if a student has become a subject matter expert or spent time in mastering a particular area. Okay. Volunteering, students can volunteer in nursing homes, hospice cares, hospitals, right? So a lot of parents complain that they don't get an opportunity to do that because they're not 16. We will show students how to get these opportunities through our counseling program. So our counseling program is also very, very structured, but every week we teach them how to build that profile and find opportunities near your home. Okay. Shadowing, you can shadow under a pediatrician, physician, a dentist, or a chiropractor. And again, we will show you how to get those opportunities as well. Okay, and research is another important component. They want a student to work with an expert, preferably a college faculty, and create a hypothesis. Okay. So the types of research that they're looking for is publishing a research paper and working in a laboratory. So working in a laboratory is a bit hard these days after the pandemic. It's extremely hard to get into there because they have a lot of restrictions. But publishing a research paper is more accessible, and that is what we offer. We offer research via our professors. We offer neuroscience, we offer cancer, we offer disease modeling and nanoscience. And we've seen tremendous success. A lot, over 200 students have published their research paper, and that's what we have. Okay. And a well-researched paper is what the colleges are looking for. It's like published in a scientific journal, and we help students publish their research paper in journals. We guide them into writing a 4,000-word research paper. And the topic is from the medical field, which is like neuroscience or cancer or any relevant field. Okay, any questions so far? Put them in the chat. and I'll answer them. I'm just going to go over a resume of a candidate who got into both BSMD and BSDO. She published 3 research papers with us. And as you can see here, you can insert the you can insert their link to the published research paper. Like, for example, this paper was successfully published by this journal. We help students submit their journal for publishing. And also, when it successfully gets published, they can insert the link into their resume so that the colleges can see that. Okay. Even the application, they can insert it. So that is how you show colleges that you've successfully finished the research. Her third paper was not published yet, but by the time she went to her mini medical interview, it was published. Okay. And also we have internships. She also has internships. We offer internships as well to our students who finish their research under us. We invite them to come back to help students write the research paper, teach them the structure of the research paper, help them, provide them guidance in that. And again, they're learning about mentoring and leadership, which they can showcase in their resume. And she was also a lab intern where she worked in a dermatology, pigmentation. And you can see here she shadowed a dentist. Okay, and her volunteering activities include in the Shady Grove Hospital. She volunteered there. She does have leadership in HOSA, but her number one activity that we put was research, then her shadowing, then her volunteering in the hospital, and then the HOSA activities. So that is how it is. If this is the formula that is needed. A club is an activity that is a consumption. It's like it's not a very wow factor in an activity. So you always need to look for activities outside the 4 walls of your school, and making an impact in the community and in the medical field is what will really, really help your students' profile. Okay. Any questions about the activities, please put them in the chat and I'll address them. Okay. Okay, this is another candidate. She got into Rensselaer Polytechnic and Albany Hospital, which is the 8-year BSMD program. As you can see here, she has all those APs and coursework that is there. She has the academic honors, which is also something very important. And please don't think that it only has to be like biology or chemistry. Coding also is considered a good left brain activity because it's problem solving. I've had another student who was the head of his coding club, and he got into SLU and everything. So they're looking for problem solvers and everything. Okay. And you can see here, she has shadowed many doctors here, and she has done many research programs. And also you can put links to videos. What we do is, for our research program, when students present their thesis defense, we give them the videos which they can insert into their resume. As you can see here, this is a college resume, and admission officers will be able to see the different links and their performance and everything. Okay, so it can also be classical dance, because that's the right brain. They are looking for activities that students have done which are creative. So please don't think that you have to stop everything and just be STEM focused. You know, the colleges look for that. And I've also had students do BAMD in Drexel. And I asked her, like, why do you want to do that? She's like, oh, I love history, right? So the first 2 years, it's a BAMD program. The first 2 years, they focus on whatever history or all those subjects. And the second 2 years of the undergraduate program, they catch up on their sciences so that they're ready for the MD program. So that is how well the program is designed, be it BA or BSMD. Okay, so I'm just going to go over the cost of the scholarship. Like, our students typically get 30,000. I mean, this is like, they get a lot of scholarships. This is a student who got into BSDO on the spot. Okay, she prepared that Sunday with us for the NYIT BSDO program for the medical interview. The next day she went and she got in with 30K scholarship, which is $29,000 every year. So that is how you have to get scholarships, which are merit scholarships. These are not like scholarships based on financial aid because we don't qualify for them. Okay. And if you're multitasking, come back. If you want to take a snapshot, please take it, because the cost of BSMD program is anywhere from $70,000 to $85,000. Okay, this is my student who got into 4 BSMD programs, but she shortlisted 3, which is Drexel, Hofstra, and St. Louis. And I want to show you the breakdown. The tuition and fee is anywhere from 55 to 60. It's the the room and board and supplies, which amount to like $20,000. And if they are away from home, then the plane cost and everything. So on an average, you're looking at $70,000 to $85,000, right? That's super expensive if you have to pay for like 8 to 10 years, because the medicine is a very long drawn field. So we prepare our students to get these merit scholarships. As you can see here, she got 40,500 from Hofstra. Drexel doesn't give that much. She only got 24. St. Louis gives a lot of scholarship, which is nearly 29, but she ended up going to Hofstra with her estimated net price of 37,000. So if you come to us, we will budget it out. And my belief is you should not break the bank. You should either go like tuition free, my students get all those offers, and you need to spend very less on your undergrad. MD, you can't help it. They're expensive, right? So almost go tuition free or have a budget between $30,000 to $40,000. That's it for your undergrad per year, because it's a long drawn process, right? So that is what happens when you kind of come to us, is we help you plan that. And you can see right here, our students get in between 1 to 4 acceptances with scholarships, and we help them build that kind of profile. And this is our acceptance into the the Hofstra program. And any questions about the profile building cost, please put them in the chat and I'll get to it. Now I'm going to go over the application process, which is a 3-step application, which is number 1, the undergrad. They use the portal Common App to submit it. And then there is a medical application. Got it? So medical application is separate, right? They need to be invited. They first need to get accepted into the undergrad, then invited to apply to the medical school. That's a separate process. And once they apply that and that's accepted, they're called in for a multiple medical interview. And that whole structure is different for each and every college that is there, right? So so this is how we prepare students, and this is how the process works. Okay. Any questions about the admission process, please put them in the chat. In between, some colleges like Drexel and Hofstra have Casper. We help students prepare for Casper as well. Okay. So the question is, have you gained clarity about the BSMD program? I'd like to hear from you. Yes, thumbs up, thumbs down, medium. Let's kind of see what your thing is. Thank you. There are a lot of yeses. Yeah. Yeah. I want to thank you, Partha, for being here. Ram, Deepa, Bindu, Anu, AJ, Angie, thank you for taking the time. Do share your experiences with us. Yeah, and we'll get going. Any other questions, please put them in the chat and I will address them. If I start looking at your questions, I'll never be finishing my presentation. Okay, so yeah. Okay, I'm just going to continue with my presentation and we're almost done. Okay, now this is what happens when I okay, so here we are. It always restarts when I stop sharing. Yeah. Okay, now the question is, how do you beat the competition, right? It's intense. And I showed you the formula, but how do you go about going them, right? Your children are not going to listen to you. My own son, I had to hire my mentor to help him with his college application. It is to create a plan to differentiate from others, okay? You go to an activity and you see like 500 people from your high school. That is not an activity that is going to get into college. Got it? They're looking for those unique kind of activities that can put you out there, and a plan and a unique profile, right? That's what they're looking for. Okay. And that's why we have our solutions. We have our research program. At the moment, we are enrolling we offer all these programs. I'm sorry, cancer, neuroscience, infectious diseases, nano, AI, and business. But based on the professor availability, we only offer them when the professors are available. So at the moment, the professors give us the dates, and that's how we have the cancer that's open. And if your question is it offered in summer? I don't know. We don't know. And yeah, it's offered now, and it's a good opportunity to grab that, because in summer, your students can come back and work as interns with our gifted gabber, so that they can help. So they will be getting the second activity in summer if you start now. Okay. So I'm just going to quickly go over how our program is designed. Our formula is students work with two professors. One is the research professor, who's an expert, and then we have the creative writer. Okay, they learn simultaneously with both of them, and the end result is they create a 4,000 word research paper that we help them to submit for publishing. Okay, so we've had tremendous success. Over 250 students' papers have gotten published, and I'll share the link where you can find all that. It's on our website. You can go to the past research paper and look over. Okay. Our neuroscience program is closed. At the moment, we have our cancer research. He's an expert from Wayne State University, and he's a cancer a specialist who's done a lot of research and published a lot of research papers, and he works very closely with our students. We also have creative writers. We have a team of creative writers who help with students in writing the research paper. Okay. And what can you expect in the research paper? Of course, you'll see diagrams. Students have to draw their own diagrams with BioRender and other tools. There's data collection, there is graphs and everything. And we make sure that their research paper is of good quality before they can submit for publishing. So submitting for publishing is another intensive process, and we guide the students into doing that. That's part of our curriculum. And also, of course, you have to keep in mind, Prince Charles waited 50 years to become the king, right? I mean, you don't need to wait 50 years for the paper to get published, but it takes anywhere from 6 to 8 months for a scientific research paper to get published. Any lower than that, you're going to raise red flags in your college application, okay? Because admission officers know that it takes a significant amount of time, and the research paper needs to be good in order for it to be peer reviewed and published, right? So we have the journals. We are building our own journal where you're going to get a panel of research scientists who'll be looking over the research paper. Okay, so that is the publication. We have counseling. Our BSMD counseling is starting this week. Okay, so this, if your child is in 9th or 10th, this is the perfect program for them. Okay, and week by week, we teach them how to build a profile. So it's like 10 weeks where they learn, number one, what is a BSMD process? What are they looking for? Second week is course selection. I know a lot of people struggle with course selection. That's part of our program. We help them plan for all 4 years. Number three, we help them with the testing, like ACT or SAT, create a SMART goal. Number four, we teach them how to create the honors and awards. Number five is the extracurricular activity planning, how to build that wow factor to stand out. Okay. Most parents make the mistake of saying, I've gained all this knowledge. I'm just going to try everything, right? So what we have is a generalist who joins every program, a serial joiner. Then you have specialists who we produce, who are specifically focused on 3 or 4 things that really drive their candidature up. So you see a generalist figuring out patchwork and us, right? And we help them create an impressive cover letter and resume. Why? Because they have to apply for those volunteering opportunities, extracurricular activities, shadowing, and everything. We teach them how to get that and how to look and find within the 20-mile radius of your home. Passion project is a part of it, and career planning is a part of it. And they create their own plan, okay? And they are accountable, okay? It doesn't matter how much information parents have, your children need to implement that, okay? So please make sure that you remember that it's not the amount of knowledge that you gain. It is important. You're here. You can go home and educate your children, but it is them doing it. It's the outcome, right? You may have perfected the method, but if your child doesn't implement that, that's of no use. Okay. And how do you register? Everything is available on our website, and I'm just going to show you that. giftedgabber.com. In our courses section, you will be able to look over that. You can just get into the courses section. You'll see the research program. Then you'll see the group counseling program. This is our BSMD program. You can go in there and everything is available. It's starting, the start date and everything. It's very conveniently on a weekend, which is 8:30. I have to fix this, which is 5:30 p.m. Okay, and it's a very, very thorough and impactful program where we help you plan for everything. You'll see session by session what are the details that are available here, what we do. It's a fun program where every week they come in and they have an actionable plan to do that. So that is how this is built. Okay, and then if your child is a junior, we have a separate program because it's a different counseling. We have to build their college list, their activities, their resume, and everything. So that if you're a junior, please let us know, and we will have a session with you, a one-on-one session to figure out where your child is and create a special proposal for that. Right? So you can do that. And what's included in our program, pretty much the kitchen sink. I'm sorry, it's a lot of things that we do for the juniors who are applying to colleges in the October timeframe. So that counseling is entirely different. Okay. And a program success, Rensselaer Polytechnic, like I showed you, 700 applicants, 15 to 18 get selected, and our student was in. And our students typically get 4 BSMD offers with scholarships, right? And our students have been in the media for their research programs, and I just want to let you know how much we closely work with students on the essays. And there's a handwritten note from the admission officer that says, "I enjoyed learning about Garba through your essay, and I'm happy that it makes you feel connected to your culture." So it's extremely important to write those kind of essays to get into these programs. Okay, and I want to tell you the research success and how important it is in the college admission process. And I'm going to read this admission officer who wrote a handwritten note that said, "I enjoyed reviewing your application, and the admissions committee was impressed by your innovative projects and research prowess." Okay, so you know how important research is for highly selective schools. Okay, and these are our testimonials. Our students have gotten into full tuition to Johns Hopkins, to St. Bonaventure, St. Louis, a lot of it. And also we help with Passion Project. We help students get media coverage. Now, this is a student who was passionate about suicide as a result of stress accumulated over time. So we help students build their profile. Like this student was interested in teen suicide prevention, and he was all over the news. He conducted a march and everything. We help students build that kind of profile. Okay, and that's all part of our counseling. Okay. And of course, no, this is just for research. If you enroll in our research program, you have a $200 off. It's you can apply spring 2025 on the research program. But the most immediate thing that you need to look for is counseling, which is opening this Saturday. And we encompass everything, a complete profile building in that. So that's what I have. Like if you are looking for one-on-one counseling, we offer that as well. That is $5,000 a year. But based on the feedback that we've gotten from parents, we have made it the same thing that you learn in the one-on-one classes. We have incorporated that in our group session, and you'll get the same experience in our counseling program. Okay, so any questions, please let me know. Let me answer all the questions on the slide. And if you want to call back, you can please put your phone number there. We will call you back with any specific questions. Okay. And also you can join me tomorrow. It's Meet Coach Joe, where I only answer your questions. It's again at 9 o'clock. Okay. So let me answer the questions. It says, what are the top journals to publish research papers? Like I've showed you that. And also please remember, if you don't do a research under under a professor, then it's a blog. You understand? So we offer research professors that students work with. Okay. Can you share the slides to review? Please, all our recording is there on YouTube. You can look over that recording. Okay, great. Can you please put in touch with me? Certainly, Aarti, if you can just give me your phone number, I will call you back as soon as this call finishes. Aarti, if you can please give me your phone number, I will call you back. I'm sorry you couldn't get hold of us. Where are these professors located? Our cancer professor is from Wayne State University. Our neuroscience professor is from University of Southern California. So they're located in that area, and our classes are remote. Okay. What are the free program? What is the fee for the junior program? Okay, so it's not a cookie cutter fee that we offer. We need to work with you, Sandeep Patel. You can share your number. We will send you a meeting invite where we come and look at your child's profile. Then we create a customized proposal and send it to you, which will have the fee. So we don't have the fee for the junior. For the 9th and 10th grade counseling, the pricing is there, the group counseling. Got it? What is the cost of the program? The counseling program cost is right there on our website. You can find it there. How often kids meet with a counselor? It's every week. It's for 10 weeks. So being a Tony Robbins life coach, what I do is I use a coaching method called immersion. You should understand what a Gen Z and how they work. Okay, if we like kind of drag it like a rubber band, they're going to lose interest. So it's like quick and dirty 12 weeks, you have their attention. Okay, it's compressed learning, and they're forced to flex the muscle called as the brain. So it's for 12 weeks. And if you go and tell your child it's only 12-week commitment, they will be more likely to sign in rather than saying it's 6 months. So it's 12 weeks, and you will have a plan. They will have to come and present it. You can check out our videos on YouTube. You'll see all these students presenting. Okay, you cannot throw a blueprint at Gen Z. They've got to make it on their own. And that is what we teach them. Okay, so on Saturdays, they come and learn about counseling. On Wednesday, it's role playing. So what we do is we don't tell them go and create a profile like this. So what we do is we make them admission officers. We tell them you are an admission officer for this university. This is the rubric that you need to use to select candidates. And then we give them 3 resumes to pick it. So what are we doing here? They are learning. They are learning how to build their profile. You will not find a program like this. Okay. Okay, so let's go over other questions. How much does it cost if a kid is 10th grade this year? It's the counseling program. It's right there. I can't recall. It's 850 or 750. I'm just going to quickly go over. It's right there. You can check out, you can ask us questions, but all the enrollments happen online. It's right here. It's 850 or two payments of 450. All the details are there, the dates and everything. It's a very, very involved program. You can just go and check. I'm just going to share my YouTube channel. You can go and see the past presentation of my students. You will see them presenting all their, you can go over the playlist and you will see their, where is it? 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 Okay. Cancer, juniors applying. It's right here somewhere. You'll see them presenting their college counseling plan and everything. Okay. Okay. So I will get to your questions. Hold on a minute. Okay, so great question. What happens after 10 weeks? So we have a touch point or a check-in. So on Wednesday, you'll have that first finish this program, and we will be starting a program which will be on Wednesday to see if they keep on track, right? We teach them study skills and everything, which is like a touch point, and kids love that. So they come on Wednesday for half an hour up there. They have to like fill out a check-in. How was your week? Did you do your homework? Did you do your academics? And then we teach them study skills and all that. So it's a wonderful community that you'll be joining. Okay, I just lost. Hold on a minute. I just have to go back. I'm sorry about that. Okay, if the kid is in band or any other extracurricular, how do you accommodate them? I mean, I don't understand that. You need these extracurricular activities. So we help you build that, right? And you also get a one-on-one session where we kind of help you build that. I mean, go over that and build it for you. So is that what your question is? Because you will get a plan at the end of the session to build it. Okay, so let me just I hope that answers your question. Do you have contacts with professors in Connecticut? I mean, it's extremely hard to find a professor. It's like finding Dronacharya to teach them. So we have the best professors, and we just don't specifically look for a particular person in Connecticut per se. We are looking for universities with where they work for, right? So that's how we find our professors. We have a whole consulting company that we hire to get us that. When is the research starting? What is the criteria for to join? All that information is available on our website. I forgot what the dates are because I run so many programs. I'm sorry about that. You will find all the dates right there. You can go to giftedgabber.com, and AI research is closed. If you go to cancer, you will see the program is starting on 16th. Okay, so all the session details and everything are right here. Okay, I hope that answers your question. Okay. Soumya, do you want to read out the questions? It's going by so fast. Hold on a minute. I'm just going to make you the moderator. Are you there? Hold on. Okay, let me just make you the panelist. Soumya, you just want to read the questions because I'm kind of losing it and I don't want to miss out on the questions. Soumya, can you hear me? Here's my phone number, Junior. Okay, we'll call you back. Yeah. Soumya, can you unmute yourself?
Yes.
Okay, you just want to read out the questions so that I don't miss out. Yeah.
Yeah, 1 minute. I'm not able to find any questions, Joe, because I joined as a panelist just now. 1 minute. I'll just check.
Okay, got it. It's okay. So it's like if you're unable to attend the April, I'm so sorry. I cannot. It's like very difficult to get specialists to run programs. It's like I don't know if I mean it's like trying to get the best teacher to teach you, right? And it's extremely difficult to plan the timing. They're here now and we can do that. If our child does not achieve 15:30, do they still? Yes, they do still have a chance. Our students, I just gave you the rubric, but they still do have a chance. And all these questions can be answered in our counseling program. You can join and we will help you build that. Okay. Okay, the question was, I meant to ask if a kid is in band, he gets busy with marching after school, which may coincide with the timing he's supposed to meet with counselor. I mean, please, if the timing doesn't match, then please don't enroll in our program, right? That's what it is. I mean, it's on, I don't remember, it's on a Saturday or a Sunday at 8:30 EST. I'm not sure if the band is at that time or it's on Wednesday at 9 o'clock. If the timing doesn't match, I'm sorry, we can't help you. Okay. So yes, any other questions? Wait, I saw some hands raising. Okay, so Lakshmi had a question. Let me just give her an opportunity. Yeah. So Lakshmi, you can unmute yourself and ask your question. Anyone else, please raise your hand and I can unmute you and you can ask. Yeah. Go ahead, Lakshmi. Also, Scott had a question. Let me just make him a panelist. Can you speak, Lakshmi? Yeah, anyone else? I'm going to promote you so that you can speak. Yeah, Scott, you can also ask a question and unmute yourself. Are you able to unmute yourself and ask a question? Anyone else? Oh, Scott declined. Okay, fine. Let me see if I got anybody's number. Lakshmi, do you want to ask a question? No? Anyone else? You can put it in the chat also if you have a question, and you can share your phone numbers and we will call you back. Okay. Anyone else has a question or needs a call back, please share your number and we will call you. If you're in the Pacific time zone, it's much easier. I can call you as well. Okay. Do you have a list, Pacific Northwest? We have a list of BSMD programs. Yes, we do. And Pacific Northwest is where my geography, Pacific Northwest. Oh, you mean California? Is that what you're asking? Can you specify? California does not have that good BSMD. Washington State. Okay, we have a complete list, but it's all over the country. Yeah, we do have a list. Yes. Okay. Murthy wants to ask a question. Let me just see. Okay. I'm just going to make you a panelist. Please, Murthy, you can unmute yourself and ask a question. I hope you can unmute yourself. Yeah, go ahead. Can you speak, Murthy? Samya, are you able to unmute yourself and speak? Is that working?
Yeah.
Yes, Joe, it is.
Okay. Murthy, go ahead.
Okay, ma'am. Just now I joined. I didn't join before, ma'am. I'm so sorry about that. Just my question is, this is like a BSMD program. Are you guys giving this meeting or panelist, whatever? It's going to be a BSMD, how the program is will be registered and how the kids has to do, or what type of help that you guys are providing for the kids, ma'am?
Okay, excellent. So I went over the BSMD process. What we offer is a group counseling, right? So we have created this curriculum.
Okay.
Where we have streamlined it. Like this is the research. If you go here, you first go to giftedgapper.com. I'm just going to put that in the chat. Okay, once you go there, you can navigate. You can either look at our research program, but our counseling program is starting this week, which will help you build that profile. Okay, it's a very complicated program to prepare for. It's like scaling the Mount Everest. So we are helping you build that plan and giving you training your child, not you, because it's the child that needs to do that. So you can come here to 2025 Spring Counseling, BSMD, and click on Enroll. You will see the dates, the time of the sessions. So we have to fix this timing. It's on 8:30 p.m. EST on Saturday. And we have a Q&A on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Okay, so we teach counseling in this and we teach how the admission officer looks at the application on Wednesday. It's a very, very interesting session and kids love it. So what we do is we give them different profiles and we ask them to pick. Okay, and that time, what are you doing? You're making them sit in the admission officer's seat and they learn everything. So we teach them step by step for 10 weeks how to build the profile. Every week is a theme. The first week is what is the BSMD program? What is the early assurance program? All that is taught. You can come here and you can see here, the first session is an overview. The second section is course selection. That's very, very important. And the child needs to do it, right? We help them with that. Third session is how to prepare for the SAT, ACT. Fourth session is how to create a resume and cover letter. Why? So that you can apply for the extracurricular activities and volunteering. We help you find volunteering opportunities within the 20-mile radius of your house. Okay, and how to build that extracurricular activity. What are the activities? Every week, they are taught and they have to do that homework. It's very, very fun. And a passion project. Passion project is very important. So we help them to start a club or any other passion project. And there's honors and awards. They need to get awards. There are 5 sections. We help them build that. Then the career roadmap, and then the final project and everything. It's like extremely, extremely organized program to kind of build the profile for BSMD. Getting into BSMD is not easy. And as parents, you're not going to find that on Google.
Right,
No.
right. To add to that question, when is the kid has to start this one, ma'am?
It's starting next week. It's starting on Saturday. So you
No,
need
no.
to enroll.
My question is, if 9th grade kids or 11th grade or 10th grade, which because again, when they go for my kid is like he's a junior right now. So
Okay, then junior, we have a different counseling program. So
okay.
please share your number. We will meet with you because that is college applications, right? So that's a different counseling.
Yeah, I put it in the chat, I think. In the question and answer, I put it.
Yeah, I've taken it down, Coach.
Okay, so
Okay,
yes,
sounds good.
and yes, the question is, are they meeting
you.
with counselors or virtual or face-to-face? It's all virtual because we have students joining in from all over the country. And we have students from India as well. So it's all virtual on Zoom. We live on Zoom. Okay, kids live on Zoom. Yeah, great
Okay.
questions. Yeah. Okay, Elias, we will give you a call back. Okay, I have taken all the numbers so far. Anyone else wants a call back, we will call you back. And also, I want to tell you that our classes are starting this Saturday, right? So that is how it is. Okay, Angie, you have a question. I'm going to make you a panelist and you can speak. Yes, Angie, you can unmute yourself and speak. Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Do you hear me?
Yes, please, we hear you.
Okay. So after 10 weeks program, what will happen? Do they need to again join for the college admission process separately, or what kind of knowledge they will have after completion of the 10 sessions?
Okay, the 10 sessions, they have a blueprint, they have a plan, but we don't like forcing people, right? It's up to you because we are going to have a weekly check-in after this program is done. So we have a weekly check-in program only for students who've gone through our counseling to make them stay on track. Okay, that's a Wednesday, 9 o'clock, they meet us for half an hour. They tell us whether they have finished academics is a major part of it, right? You cannot just ask them to do all these AP courses without giving them study skills. So we teach that as well. It's a continuing support that we offer that you can enroll in.
So you are saying after, let's say after April, so periodical every week, kids join together and then they discuss what exactly they achieved. Is that right?
It's not discuss. We have an expert, accountability expert. It's called accountability sessions. So if you have accountability sessions, they're more likely to stay on track, right? because they have to come and report to us, hey, what did you do this week? Did you finish this goal? How was your week? Were you distracted? Yes, that's the accountability thing that you have. But sir, you should think about, I feel like we are talking about how we are going to sell the butter when we've not even bought milk, right? So your first step is to join the counseling program, right? To see what is happening. And then if you still like us, I mean, it's this, right? You can come back and join the accountability program as well, right?
Right. To basically to join that program, I'm trying to understand after 10 weeks, and then we need to join the another program, or is it basically the different process? I'm trying to understand the overall. I'm looking at the big picture rather
Yeah.
than just 10 weeks, right? So after 2 years, probably kids may forget what exactly they learned in the 10 weeks, and then probably, for example, my kid is in the ninth grade, and let's say if I join him in this ninth grade, and after 10 weeks, so when it comes to the 10th grade or 11th grade, whether they need to be on top of it, or there is a separate program for them later, or what is the process?
Okay, so the thing is, you come into our ecosystem. So what does that mean? You're a gifted Gabber student. So you get exclusive access to our programs and what is out there. Like, for example, what happens is you join the counseling program. We are going to tell you what needs to be done in the next year. Okay, so your child is going to be very, very busy, right? So we have created the plan and we will offer you summer courses, right? Summer programs that are very, very exclusive. So your child will go and join, and they will be part of our ecosystem. We offer so many internship programs and everything. So you can pick that route or pick an accountability route. What your child needs is to go through the program, implement it. So that implementation is what they need touch points for. Get it? So every year they learn something different. Your child is in ninth grade. We cannot teach them 10th grade stuff, right? So it has to be ninth grade. What is important? What is to build, because their left brain is growing. Then you come back for the 10th grade to do that, right? Yes, you're right. They're going to forget what is done in the ninth grade, in their 11th grade. That is like human nature, which you cannot avoid. This is not a tutoring service. This is a counseling service. So what you need is to create a plan and make sure that your children follow it, right? And they are on track. So the mindset has to be a little different for the counseling. They need to learn. And let me tell you how the child psychology is. Once they learn, you put the seeds of knowledge into them as to how a profile need to be built. It stays with them forever, right? You don't need to go after them to kind of keep pestering them to do this, right? It doesn't matter how much you know, they're not going to listen to you. Whereas in our program, they come in and we tell them that, hey, today we are going to find volunteering near your house. Okay. Today we need to write that resume and cover letter. They are going to write that and we are going to review. So they will use that cover letter and resume to apply for the extracurricular activities, right? So that is how valuable it is. So what is your goal here, sir? What is your goal? Let's get to that.
So my son has the interest to pursue the medicine. So that is what I know. So I am trying to understand to achieve that one. What are the options we have? Whether we need to go for the more AP courses, or maybe we need to do the more IB program. Right now, he's in the IB program.
Excellent. Excellent. So that is week 2. It's a very valid question. Like there are 6 components, right? Number 1 is academics. That's the section 1 that we teach them, right? Like section 2, I'm sorry. They will build the whole course schedule for all 4 years. You have that answer. That's part of our counseling. We will teach you that, which is customized for your child, right? You don't know whether you have to take AP or IB, right? We'll teach you that in the second session, right? In the third session, it is testing, how to prepare for the testing. Extracurricular activities. Are you aware what extracurricular activity is needed for the BSMD program or medicine?
No.
Yeah, we will help them find that, right? So it's like I always use the metaphor for climbing the Mount Everest. Who do you need when you have to climb the Mount Everest? Let's get everybody going. Okay, if you answer this question as to who you need to scale the Mount Everest, I'm going to give you a free counseling session if you come up with that answer. Okay, it's a quiz. I want everybody to get involved. Let's go. You want a free one-on-one session with me? I want you to be involved and answer this question. Who do you need in order to scale the Mount Everest? Who? Exactly. Okay, whoever you are, you're going to get a one-on-one session with me. Sherpa. Get it? So Kay and Sandeep Patel, you get a one-on-one with me. Please email me. You need Sherpa, right? Sherpa. Who is a Sherpa? He's a Nepali person who knows the mountain in and out. He's going to carry your toilet with you. Let me tell you how disgusting it is, but you need that. You need somebody to carry that. You need to carry a stove with you to cook in the Everest. Then you need somebody to carry your oxygen cylinder, and there is no GPS that works there. Okay, there's no GPS that's going to work there. So how are you going to find the path in the mountains? Sherpa. That is us. We are the Sherpa. Get it? Angie, we are the Sherpa, or we are going to guide you, because your GPS is not going to work. There are no routes. There are no signs. But you need to scale the Mount Everest. You need to have oxygen mask. You need to sleep there. There's a big long queue. Have you seen pictures of people trying to do that? That's how tough it is. But you need to do that. You need to give that opportunity to your child, right? Right?
Okay.
Because children, they are 3 times more intelligent than us. The only thing this generation lacks is guidance, concentration, and all that, discipline. You give them, you will make them winners for life. That's what we are doing. We are the Sherpa. We have the Dronacharyas to teach your child, right? So we have that. We get the best mentorship to get your child, right? It's you don't know all the things that are needed for BSMD, or not BSMD. Forget BSMD. You want your child to pursue the medical career. You don't know. We are not penalizing you for not knowing. But the thing is, this is our job. We eat, breathe. We are Sherpas. We know the lay of the land. But you have a full-time job. You have to raise your children. You have a corporate job. Where do you have the time or the know-how to help your child to build it, right? That's why you have us.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So it is an investment. You've come so far to spend an hour with us to learn about it, right? That shows how great all you parents are, right? You are dedicated. But you're not going to know everything there is, right? And that is how you need to engage an expert. We've figured out the system. We've streamlined the process, and we're going to deliver it to you. And you will see the outcome, right? And
How long is the session?
you mean the session for
Each session?
1 hour? But
Okay.
we want children to stay and torture us. You want the child to just run away after the session? No, they have to stay back and ask questions. But it's typically a session. I'm sorry, an hour. And you think your child doesn't have an hour for counseling and half an hour for Q&A in their week? It's a commitment, right?
No, it is not like that. I'm trying to understand what is the process.
Yeah, explain it to you. 8th grade is a bit too early, because we teach them and they go and apply it. You can join. It is a very good program. We will allow you to join in 8th grade. It's a very good. JNS, you can go and enroll. We love having students in us. It's a very
Sorry. What is the reason you chose the period between February and April, which is really the exam season for many of the kids? I mean, April, May month is really the exam season.
It's because we teach them study skills as well. They are going to ace. They are going to do their exam very, very well. We teach them time management and study skills.
Mm-hmm. How often you conduct these programs?
It's right now. I cannot tell you in the future. It's right now, and you can enroll now. Okay, it's very difficult to get Dronacharya to come and teach. So Dronacharya is available and all that. And also, let me tell you, sir, you are, if you want to make your child the best doctor who cuts open somebody's brain or heart, they have to be able to manage everything. You get it? You cannot say, oh, my child is busy right now with exams. We are going to accommodate them. We are going to make them the great warriors. We are going to make them scale the Mount Everest by giving them the study skills, by teaching them everything. You cannot say, oh, this period doesn't work for me. No, they are doctors. It's like they're going to put in 48 hours of thing. You're building that. And that is what colleges are looking for, right? That kind of profile where the child has really worked, not a minimalistic profile. You build a minimalistic, oh, I'm just going to do the basic because I don't think my child can handle it. You're not going to get those top things. Your child can do it. They're extremely intelligent. And this is like a fun class for them, right? They're learning. It's not like a rigorous AP course where they have to do homework. This is learning. They love to learn. And they're even going to do even better in their exam because they've learned what it is. We teach them study skills, how to prepare for a test. 3 days before the test, 2 days, we teach them how to answer multiple choice. Nobody has taught them study skills. Don't you think so? Yeah. Anybody who is here who's mastered study skills? I was a study skills coach when I started. That was my only thing. I would work with students who had C's and D's and social issues. They did fantastic after going through my counseling. Get it? And as my practice grew, parents started asking for college counseling and all, which I added. But this is fundamental. My UC Berkeley course like emphasizes on teen brain and teaching them study skills. They need to know how to manage their time, task estimation, right? We teach them all of that on Wednesday. Yep. So that's it. Okay. Any other questions? Let me just see. It's wonderful to connect with you. Transformational program. You're not going to find anyone who offers this for BSMD because they have not any counselor. You need to be in the trenches of working with students, right? With working with different students and building those profiles and calibrating it. You have that with us. Okay. Yeah. Any other questions? I do have your phone numbers. Anyone else who wants to have a call back or anything, please let us know. Our programs gets filled up and it's starting this Saturday. Our counseling program, it's for 10 weeks. 10 weeks, yes. And yeah, every Saturday is counseling. Wednesday is study skills, how the admission officer looks at the application. Task estimation. Task estimation is something that a child never learns, and we teach them that. Okay, so that's what we have. Any questions, put them in the chat, call back, please put them, email them. Yeah, so you can also call or text me. I'm going to put my phone number in there. You can do that. And yes, so let's get going. Thank you very much. I want to bless you, bless your family, bless your finances, bless your children. And I want you to be very happy, your children to be massively successful because you are very driven parents. Okay, bye now. And our team is on standby. I have a wonderful team of over 25 people who are here to help your child.